and welcome to English Parliamentary News. I'm Septia Chaniago, and this edition will present all the latest and interesting information around the House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia. The House of Representatives for the 2019 to 2024 legislation term will strive for fulfilling the aspiration of the people. Speaking after attending the plenary meeting in Nusantara building of the House, Jakarta recently, member of the House for 2019 to 2024 legislative term, SITI MUFATTAHAH asserts, the House's performance for this legislative term will be better than the previous term, especially in presenting people's aspiration to the legislative, budgetary, and the supervision function, because people expect the House can resolve various problems in the community.
Sebelumnya, maka saya berharap ke depannya ini kinerja DPR secara umum, secara keseluruhan itu akan lebih baik daripada sebelum-sebelumnya. Nah, secara pribadi saya berharap juga saya diberikan kemampuan oleh Allah Subhanahu wa taala untuk bisa memperjuangkan lebih baik lagi aspirasi dari masyarakat, terutama masyarakat di daerah pemilihan saya.
The elected House member Marinus says the House of Representatives will continue the deliberation of the bills that have not been enacted into law, in accordance with applicable regulations, which include the mechanism for obtaining inputs from people. Marinus conveys, currently, the soon-to-be discussed laws are still in preparation and adjusted for the legislative agenda.
Maka RUU ini kan bisa dilanjutkan. Bagaimana cara melanjutkannya? Melalui mekanisme yang memang membutuhkan juga masukan-masukan dari masyarakat. Jadi tidak ada persoalan, kita akan meneruskan itu dan nanti tentunya karena ini kan masih dalam persiapan untuk penyusunan agenda.
Bondan, Zia, and Afi, TVR Parliament, report. The House of Representatives will continue to support every government's policy that prioritizes the welfare of the people in various sectors, such as healthcare, food sovereignty, education, infrastructure, and pluralism. Speaking at Nusantara building of the House Senayan, Jakarta, House member for the 2019 to 2024 legislative term, WIDYANTORO says the House of Representatives will continue to improve itself to increase the performance in representing and articulating aspirations from people. AGUNG WIDYANTORO explains, legislative present plays crucial role in representing people's needs, developing the country, and bringing welfare to the people.
Bagi setiap anggota Dewan maupun juga Dewan Perwakilan Daerah ya, kehadiran di dalam setiap rapat-rapat ataupun persidangan secara rutin dan secara fisik ini masih dipandang perlu. Karena dengan demikian,
AGUNG WIDYANTORO explains listening to people's aspiration in the law-making process will influence the development in Indonesia. For that, he asserts good relations will bring good policies that favor the people and realize the welfare for the people.
Ada bukti bahwa dia ikut mengaktualisasikan diri di dalam pembahasan-pembahasan itu, membuat peraturan yang berbasis kepentingan masyarakat, membuat aturan yang berbasis kesejahteraan masyarakat. Jangan nanti di ujung ketika timbul protes, kemudian anggota DPR bilang, saya nggak merasa.
Zikri, Denus, and Afi, TVR Parliament, report. Members of the House of Representatives for the 2019 to 2024 legislation term consider the House needs to involve more young Indonesians, especially students, in drafting a bill. Speaking after attending the plenary session of the inauguration of MPR Leaders Board in Parliamentary Compound, member of the House ARIA BIMA says in the process of drafting bill, public hearing forums are always held involving the academics and students. In this current term, the House will further encourage active participation from the public, especially students, to be involved in the lawmaking process.
Selain bagaimana kualitas undang-undang juga akan semakin melibatkan partisipasi publik, juga untuk meningkatkan kualitas mahasiswa sendiri di dalam student government. alangkah baiknya dari berbagai universitas juga menyiapkan mahasiswa-mahasiswa, terutama undang-undang yang lebih bersifat masif, berlaku untuk semua warga negara.
Member of the House GATOT SOEDJITO says House members are not only encouraging the involvement of students in the lawmaking process, but also promoting the state ideology Pancasila values to the younger generation to keep the unity and integrity of the nation and set the foundation of our democracy. He asserts, by promoting Pancasila, youth will understand the vision of our nation and love our country.
Dengan posisi 4 pilar itu, ini harus terus digelorakan. Rasa cinta tanah air ini selama negara kesatuan NKRI ini menjadi harga mati.
TVR Parliament Team report. Member of the House for the 2019 to 2024 legislative period encourages the government to intensify programs that will increase youth and women's role in facing the creative economy era. Speaking after the inauguration of the MPR Leadership Board in Parliamentary Compound, Jakarta, member of the House RATNA JUWITA says in the era of creative economy, it is necessary to boost creative skills in order to face a global competition. She reminds the creative economy sector continues to develop and become one of the major contributions to the development of the country's economy and the state revenue. RATNA expects the creative economy law will be supported by the regulations that favor industries in local, regional, and national level.
Jadi kita mau fokus ke arah sana karena ternyata ekonomi kreatif kalau misalnya kita mau serius banyak banget yang bisa terinclude gitu. Mulai dari perekonomian lokal, regional sampai ke internasional kalau misalnya kita mau bersama-sama memberikan regulasi yang pasti dan mendorong pemuda untuk terlibat di dalamnya.
Member of the House DEDE YUSUF supports the government's program that aim to producing better human resources in Indonesia and improving infrastructures that supports the welfare of the people. He asserts this can be done through education as well as job training.
Presiden sudah mencanangkan SDM unggul. Ini bagus, kita support karena ada yang ketertinggalan kita kemarin sekitar 3-4 tahun mestinya vocational training masuk, mestinya juga kesehatan masuk. Ini kita agak tertinggal, tapi oke, kita dorong. Untuk SDM unggul ini kita dorong. Tinggal yang paling penting adalah tepat sasaran.
TVR Parliament Team reports. The House of Representatives will conduct an evaluation in order to improve the performance, whether in the process of drafting the law, which is legislation aspect, or in budgeting and supervision aspects. Speaking while attending the plenary session to determine the People's Consultative Assembly leader, member of the House for 2019 to 2024 period, Muhammad ARWANI THOMAFI conveys the House will improve legislation performance by accommodating the needs of the people, more open discussion mechanism, and thoughtful discussion. According to Muhammad ARWANI, the government will perform a special body in the legislation that is expected to be able to strengthen the government's role in gathering materials, filtering, and drafting the law.
Kebutuhan masyarakat itu sendiri saya kira menjadi sangat penting ya. Kita memang tidak bisa lalu nggak usah bikin undang-undang banyak, enggak. Kita justru berangkat dari keinginan, dari kebutuhan masyarakat. Untuk memberikan pelayanan, untuk memberikan kemudahan, bukan mempersulit.
Member of the House HERMAN explains performance improvement will always start from the legislation, budget, and supervision. Herman conveys Democrat Party will also take a stand wisely in responding to every problem that is happening in the community.
Masih banyak kekurangan tentu di periode yang lalu, itu akan ditingkatkan pada periode 2019-2024. Intinya bahwa kami akan meningkatkan peran kepada rakyat, memberikan solusi, memantapkan kembali nilai-nilai kesatuan dan persatuan. Baik kami tugas sebagai anggota DPR RI maupun tugas sebagai anggota Majelis Permusyawaratan Rakyat.
TVR Parliament Team report. The House of Representatives expects the government with the new cabinet will continue to improve their performance for Indonesia's development, especially through improving the quality of human resources. Parliament member for 2019 to 2024, Herman KHAERON, says the House fully supports the government's program that aim to give good deeds to the community. Herman KHAERON confessed the House hopes the government will strengthen human resources improvements so Indonesia's development can be achieved soon.
Mengusung terhadap tema besar SDM unggul, tentu kami juga mendukung sepenuhnya agar ke depan Indonesia tentu bukan hanya dari sisi ilmu pengetahuan, teknologi, kemampuan, dan kesiapan sumber daya manusia, tapi pada sisi-sisi lain yang tentu juga harus mengikuti peradaban setiap perkembangan yang terjadi di dunia.
Member of the House Susi MARLENY BACHSIN demands the government, especially the Work Cabinet Minister, to evaluate the work programs and subsidy policies that have been distributed during the 2014 to 2019 period. According to her, many policies and subsidies are not right on target so that it cannot be utilized optimally. Susi hopes the new Work Cabinet Minister in the 2019 to 2024 listen to people's aspiration more so the work programs and policies are in line with the development goals.
Tapi ada hal-hal yang sepatutnya masyarakat mendengar keluhan masyarakat. Jadi apapun yang diinginkan masyarakat terkadang tidak sama gitu. Jadi jangan kedepannya saya berharap memberikan subsidi, ya, memberikan sesuatu itu yang memang diperlukan.
TVR Parliament Team report. The House of Representatives will continue the discussion of the pending bill of law by limiting the discussion solely to articles causing controversy. Member of the House for 2019 to 2024 period, Amir Uskara confessed the Parliament along with the government will review every bill in order to improve articles which are considered controversial. Regarding to the bill's carryover, such as the Criminal Code Bill, Land Bill, Minerals and Coal Bill, Cooperatives Bill, as long as Drug and Food Control Bill, Amir Uskara explains the discussion will focus only on the articles which are considered to be problematic.
Terkait dengan beberapa RUU yang memang kemarin kita carry over, memang ada beberapa misalnya untuk KUHP kemarin kan dari pasal-pasal yang ada hanya sekitar 14 pasal yang dianggap bermasalah. Tentu nanti tetap kita akan bicarakan, tapi kita batasi pada pembicaraan dengan pasal-pasal yang dianggap ada masalah atau ada yang harus diperbaiki atau direvisi.
Member of the House DEDE YUSUF says a member of Parliament must see and know what is needed by the community and the country. According to DEDE YUSUF, there are 4 aspects that must be maintained and fought by members of the Parliament in order to be able to prosper the community and maintain the unitary Republic of Indonesia. That is, maintain the people's purchasing power, the presence of the country, and the era of competition that must be prepared by the community.
Saya sebutkan ada 4 hal. Yang pertama adalah menjaga keutuhan persatuan dan kesatuan bangsa kita. Karena kalau kita mau berbicara masuknya investasi apapun juga, kuncinya adalah rasa aman. Yang kedua, kita harus berbicara ke depan ini kemampuannya untuk daya beli. Yang ketiga, negara harus hadir pada posisi-posisi mereka yang tertinggal.
TVR Parliament Team report. The People's Consultative Assembly or MPR leader in 2019 to 2024 period is expected to work effectively in socializing the 4 pillars and balancing the executive and legislative powers. Speaking after the plenary session of the People's Consultative Assembly in Nusantara Building, Senayan, Jakarta, Member of the House Muhammad Farhan says the selected leader is a national leader who already has the capacity and experience as a parliament member. Therefore, the socializations of the nation's 4 pillars is expected to be able to innovate more and attract the interest of the next generation.
Ke-10 pimpinan MPR RI ini adalah para tokoh-tokoh yang sudah sangat senior. Mereka sudah hafal betul bagaimana parlemen bekerja dan tentunya kita berharap bahwa mereka akan memimpin kami semua untuk bisa menjaga konsensus 4 pilar kebangsaan dan kemudian tidak hanya melakukan sosialisasi tetapi juga melakukan komunikasi dan edukasi.
Member of the House Agung Widyantoro says the Parliament must be able to socialize the democracy as well as the duties and roles of Parliament in controlling the government.
selama saya bertugas di Mahkamah Kehormatan DPR, saya melihat di antara yang jelek masih banyak yang baik, hanya tinggal bagaimana sikap bijak para pemilik media, sikap bijak para awak media, menyikapi persoalan itu tentu tidak perlu kalau orang Jawa bilang jangan digebiah uyah lah. Kalau ada yang jelek, jangan lantas kemudian karena nilai titik rusak susu sebelang.
TVR Parliament Team Report. And that rounds out today's edition of English Parliamentary News. On behalf of all the crew of TVR Parliament, we would like to thank you for your attention. We'll meet again in the next edition of English Parliamentary News. From me, Septia Chaniago, once again, thanks for watching and goodbye.